Hello guys, welcome to this episode. This is episode 2 of Family Talk series, and in this episode we are going to delve deep into some of the impacts of migration and separation on families. And major contributions of this could be maybe you are going to look for greener pasture elsewhere abroad. So yes, we know it might come with financial benefits, but how can we balance this with our families, right? Yes. So this is Efe Juma.
This is Joy.
Joy, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah, good to know.
Okay. I'm getting some noise from outside. I don't know whether will it interfere with us.
Stop it.
Okay, let's just carry on. Being that we are coming from a place where I also have kids,
Yeah.
So as I mentioned, let us look at this and share with our audience how can we go about this, because actually you will find that sometimes it's a bit tough, which it forces us sometimes to go look for greener pasture
outside
country.
Yeah.
Yes, outside your country.
Yeah.
So but then we ask ourselves, how can you, because let's say for example somebody who's working in US, a Kenyan or a Tanzanian or a Ugandan, or an African who is working in US, for instance, you will not, for you to go to US, of course you will be using flight, and you understand freight charges.
Yes.
It's a bit expensive, if I can say so. So you cannot manage to travel weekly, come and check on your families, then go back there. So sometimes you find that when you go outside there, you can spend even a year, right? Or even plus, or more than a year outside there trying to secure a future for your family, right?
Yeah.
Now the benefit that are come with this, there's so many benefits. For example, if I talk of forex benefits, if I say forex benefit, I mean if you go work in US, of course you'll be earning in dollars, right? Then when you come back, maybe if you're coming from Uganda, you come back to Uganda with your US dollar, you'll find that when you exchange the dollar back into your local currency, you'll find that you'll be having a lot of money, right?
Yeah.
So even if you come with some, let's say even say something like 200,000 USD, it's a lot. You can build a house, or you can develop some properties in, for instance, in UG, Kenya, and let's say these African countries, due to that difference in exchange rate, right? So it's a good opportunity.
Yeah.
But again, we say that it's family or life is not all about money alone, right? Do you agree with me if I say it's not all about money alone?
I do.
We have to consider these other 5 elements, because if you talk about money, you talk about finances.
Yeah.
And if you just talk about finances, we are still leaving the 4 other elements, which is family,
friendship,
your friendship,
faith,
your faith, and what?
Fitness.
And fitness. So for faith, we can say maybe you hold your faith wherever you are.
Yeah.
And what about now family and what?
Friendship.
And friendship.
It may be hard.
It may be hard because you've left your family this other side, right? And this one will borrow into, you have to trust your family that they are doing well. There's no, okay, because I'm very sure if you're working the other side, you will be supporting your family this other side. You do remit some fund this other side, right?
Yeah.
How sure are you that the money that you are remitting is being used to do the like the stuff that you've sent the money for. For example, if it is for upkeep for family, are you sure it's doing the exactly what you sent it for, or is it funding another man in your house? You see, if for example, if you are a man outside there, and if you are a lady outside there, how sure are you that your money is not financing another woman in your house, right? Yes. So it's really a good topic, and so many people are going through this, and how can we strike a balance between this? Can you just share some insight?
Okay. So
you have some suggestion from there?
for example, okay, can consistency in communication help?
No, some people are cheeky. Actually, some people will be even talking to you and there's somebody in their house, the same house. Yes. Even if you video call, you can video call them. Yes. They just tell their side chick to keep quiet. The man of the house is calling, or the woman of the house is calling. Yes. So that's not a surety. So even if you consistent communication is not a surety, somebody who is committed to cheating on you will cheat. And of course, sometimes, yes, we say that cheating would be bad, but sometimes there are some external pressure. That's what we need to really see on how we can go about it. Because some of the people who have been involved in such circumstance, they usually claim that they have stayed like they are lonely.
Yeah.
They will complain that they are lonely, and this loneliness, maybe some people do ask, you are lonely and you have consistent communication, like or you do video call and something like that. But again, they say that's not enough. They need you around.
Yeah, because you cannot see through emotions through the screen. You need, virtualism, if I can call it that, cannot provide the physical that connection, like when we are together here. There is that connection.
Which connection?
That love, that those feel.
We just if I speak to you, then I'm speaking to you now, right? And again I do it virtually. What's the difference?
The difference, the screen.
Like you just have a big screen like TV, and you call. You call and you can just have a call. Yeah. What's the difference?
The difference is, I don't have you here physically. I think there's a difference between
or you need to touch the person.
Maybe hug the person if I'm lonely.
Okay.
I need a shoulder
you hug
to
your
lean on.
pillow.
No, a pillow cannot give me the comfort that I want.
Okay, hug. You need the hug. You need the touch.
You need everything that the person can offer, which he or she cannot offer through the phone.
Like
those physical touches. Just being there, listening to you, hearing you rant out or talk, and all those. I believe.
For talk you can for voice you can get even over the, so long as the internet is stable. Right.
There's a difference.
So you need the touch, you need the hugs, like you said.
Just mostly physical touches in the person to be there. To hold you.
The other one, do you need the other one also? Could the other one also make you now have to look for a substitute?
If it comes to that,
okay, let us speak for them, then speak for us. Yes. Now, do you think for them? Do you think the other one could also lead to that? The essence of. Okay, before I go to that, I will speak for men.
Okay.
I want you to speak for ladies.
I will try.
Right? Yes. Okay, so for men, sometimes when you spend a lot of time without having the intimacy with someone, or with your wife or girlfriend, something like that, we usually develop anxiety. And not anxiety, and actually it can even cause accident. It can make somebody get accident on the road. Do you know why?
Okay.
You're laughing. It's true.
No.
It is true.
Anxiety is a very strong word.
Yes.
Anxiety.
Yes.
You guys panic when you're not intimate with someone for a long period of time.
I'm telling you. Sometimes if you just see another lady outside there, if you just see another lady outside there having some of the things that you expect from a lady, you will start behaving in a strange way. Sometimes if you can just, maybe you can just look at the lady until you forget that you're on the road. You understand? And that one, when you're in a busy road, it can cause accident. You understand?
True.
And I know some people have involved in accident because of the same. And maybe even you are driving.
That's lust.
Lust is a feeling.
I know.
Yeah, so that lust, it will only come because you are starving. You lack something. That's why.
Not true. You may be married, you may have a wife or a husband, but people will still lust. You are not lacking anything.
No, they lack. Sometimes you married because of a situation. You married because
You were forced into it.
you are hungry, and you got a rescue, and the rescue brought a child, and now you can't run. You have to stick. You get? So it means you did not settle because that was your choice. It is because of a situation. Yes. So in that instance, this person will still, you will still look for, okay, will still admire, if not, I don't say look for, but admire, and sometimes pity himself of the choice that he made, right? Or the situation. So not all of them you can say they are lasting. It's not about lust. Sometimes you have what if you are allowed to choose again, you will not choose the same person.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
Yeah. So the point I was trying to explain the men's side. Like, yes, I know you can control men can control themselves, but when when you deprive yourself of such things over a longer period, you will dysfunction. Like you cannot even concentrate, and sometimes it can lead you to make wrong decisions most of the times, right? Yeah, because when you see a lady, in fact, at times it reaches a point whereby no girl will be you will see every girl beautiful. Every girl who passes will be beautiful. I'm explaining from the men's side. You understand? Yeah, so that's how serious it is. So assume your wife is working abroad, or you're a lady. Assume my wife is working abroad, okay? And she cannot manage to come back for even 2 years or 3 years. See, it's
patience. Patience is key.
Yes, we have patience, and we also have actual things. We are fighting. We have patience fighting with actual things.
Okay.
Right? Like I've told you, our concentration and anxiety level increases as time goes by. Yes? So even our productivities in our works will go down. And sometimes, we'll be sinning, because also you see from our faith, our background, we know very well that coveting is a sin, right?
True.
Yes, and sometimes, so you'll be sinning a lot.
So patience cannot come in here.
Okay, so those are the things we want to solve, because we are still talking about the challenges, okay? But then we look at the end of this particular session, we'll see what best or what can we do so that we ensure that those people who cannot alleviate, or those people who cannot avoid this, how can they go about it, right? Yes, so for men, I've said that as time lengthens, their concentration span goes down, anxiety levels increase, piles, right? And Yeah. It will reach a point whereby some, if you don't control yourself, you can find yourself raping, because the process of seducing, approaching, it takes long. You understand? So that's how it is very important to ensure that you balance the body needs, right? And finances. Yeah. You understand?
Yeah.
And committing to your partner. All this. So we have to strike a balance between this separation period and separation period, of course, for finance reasons, and also the family time.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So maybe before we get there, I want you to talk for ladies now. Now, tell me, be sincere. You people also do have feelings, right?
True.
And which means it's exactly the way I was saying for men. You can also have, or is there any difference?
We cannot rape men.
No. No, rape cases sometimes happen in different. You've heard of some ladies forcing men into this. You've not heard. If you say men, there's some cases where we find old women or some people of good age. They lure young men or boys into this, right? Yeah, because they know the process of starting to seduce or lure somebody who is rational enough will take a longer period. It's not really easy for them to do that. Yeah, so maybe they will look for boys who are really desperate for money, and their situation is pathetic. So maybe take that advantage and make them. Yeah. So if you lure any way you bring, you try to coerce or maybe force somebody into that, already that's raping. Yeah. So I think, yeah.
With the little knowledge that I have, speaking for women, I believe somehow it's kind of the same with what you were saying about men. And, so you cannot control your body sometimes. So yeah.
So that means I was so specific when I was talking about men. I said that sometimes you concentrate on, as men, we concentrate even if a lady passes, you escort the lady until the lady
you're
disappears.
speaking with the experience, with the information you have. What about me? I cannot come here and start lying to people. I am the please
so
understand.
Do you think so in you okay? So you think ladies cannot do that, or
Not
they
that-
don't go through the same?
I know they do go through the same.
It's not necessary when you say so. It means that you went through, and even for me, the information I'm giving is not that I went through.
I know.
But I have information on the
No, you
same.
see, you have information I don't have.
Oh, you don't have
That's the
information on
difference
the same.
between.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Thank you.
But now, I know we are not that different from relatives. Okay. So when you talk about feelings, they are biological, right?
True.
So they are being generated by hormones, and so long as you are normal, you will always go through the same, right? And this is why you've seen even certain cases whereby the people who choose to be the fathers of Catholics, right? Some of them have found themselves backsliding by finding themselves doing what is not accepted in that particular in their code of conduct, right? So like for them, they are not expected to marry, they are not expected to have
Children.
That process of getting the children, they're not supposed to have that intimacy with a lady, right? But we know of so many cases whereby they are such that are having the same,
Yeah.
Yes, and if you get to go down, you will understand that they are human beings, and
True.
they thought that they could suppress their feelings, and because they're biological, it becomes very difficult, such that sometimes they snoop around and go and get and do those things in secret, right? Yeah, so it is, let us be realistic, yeah, so that when we are finding the solution, we ensure that the people who are in this category, they can know how best can they go about this, because it is very hurting finding that the person that you are outside there may be loyal and trying to control yourself, so that you achieve a goal,
Yeah.
and that is to secure financial future for your dependents, and you come back this side, you find that your wife is already having 3 children, and you left only one, yeah, and they try to explain to you, you see, you are away, money is not everything, yeah, I needed you around, you are not here, right? Yeah, so it's really hurting. So even if you come back with those dollars, you find that even they don't have value to you. You find that you are emotionally down. You find that you even think of committing suicide. You think of so many things, right? Yeah, the same to men. I've seen of men who are really committing. Okay, their wives or their spouses have gone abroad for studies purposes. Yeah. Then when they come back, they realize that this person you've been waiting for is already having kids, and if you joke around, already they are coming with some people from that other side, yeah. And mark you the one who maybe been funding this education and all these things. So people have gotten themselves in such situation, and is a serious situation. It is not serious until you get into it, until you be part of the victims, then you will know how serious it is. Yeah, so it's very important that we see how can we help this, so that our viewers who are currently lonely, outside there being separated by the means, or by fending for their family or trying to secure their future, should be able to listen to us and really know how best can they go about this. Now,
Yes.
starting with the solutions, what we can do, right? First of all, and the most important, is that we should know the reason why, right? We should have the reason as to why. We should know why are we doing the same. If you're waiting for your husband, you should know why are you waiting for your husband, right? And if you go outside there, you're fending for your family, you should know the reason why you are going there. And both of us should know the reason, and we should agree. No one should be coerced to agree. You see, when you force somebody to agree with your concept or with your ideology, that's where the problem comes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But if all of us agreed mutually, without being coerced, without being influenced, without just you agree, you see sense in whatever you people have agreed on, that decision of leaving your husband or your wife going outside there, it should be a decision that all of you have agreed to.
Yeah.
Right?
I agree.
You understand?
Yeah.
So that is the most important thing, first of all, right? Then the second one, which also will depend on the first point that I've mentioned, is you must know that for anything good, there must be a sacrifice.
True.
There must be a sacrifice. Now, for that person to go and build or create the money or secure that financial future for the family, there must be a price to be paid. And the price to be paid is, one, for the man missing the family, right? Two, is living in diaspora, living in the strange country, right? Leaving your country, staying in another country. And three, missing all the things that you would have enjoyed with your wife. For example, the conjugal rights and all that, you will have to miss, right? So that you secure that future you need. Now for the ladies, or if in this case the man is the one who went outside, now for the ladies, or for the lady whose husband has gone to fend for the future, the sacrifices that comes with this is waiting. Yeah. Yes, you have to sacrifice that being with that person for that particular time. You have to sacrifice feeling good. Okay. Yeah, of course the feelings that come you having your husband around, you have to sacrifice that for that period, right? Yeah. Then when I come to that is the third point, or second. Now to come to the third point, think of consequence, right? The third point, and one of the strongest point, is think of the consequence. Yeah. Because sometimes we find ourselves doing things without thinking beyond that action. Sometimes somebody lures you that, let us just do this, the person is away, you won't know, right? Yeah, this thing won't come to the light, right? And then you heed to that wrong advice. Then, because you did not think of what will happen when the person gets to know this, you get yourself into it. So you should always think of consequences. Anytime I make my decision, personally, anytime I make my decisions, I usually think beyond the action. And if you try to think beyond the action, you will always find that, just assume that no, the person discovering whatever you did is not a problem. Always think that way. It's not a problem. And always think that it will come to happen. The person will get to know whatever you did. Yeah. Now think from that time. Assume the person have discovered all the things that you did. Start thinking from there. If you see that the result is unbearable, do not do that thing. Yeah. Yeah? Yeah. Do not do that thing. Another point number 4. Always put yourself in the shoe of that person, right? For example, somebody has gone to change the family status. This person have decided to sacrifice their lives to go and change the family status. Try to put your shoe, try to be in their shoes, right? Yeah, assume if you are the person, right? What about if you are the person, you've gone there to do that, and the person you left behind is doing such a thing, right? Yeah. So if you think in those dimensions, you will always find yourself that your brain will be interfered with, right? Yes. And for anybody to convince you, they have to convince your brain, right? Yeah. So it means when you go through that, when you do those things that we've mentioned, it means that you will overcome the temptation. Yeah. Maybe you can also share on your side as a lady.
I concur with everything that you've said, but I think you have said much, and I also think that we have leaned too much on the effects that could only affect like a married couple. What about the family as a whole? The children being involved.
Oh yeah, sure.
Because if we are speaking about one of the spouses going outside to seek greener pastures and leave the other with the children, obviously there will be struggles with the children having to adopt that either their father or their mom has gone, having to adopt now being with the one parent around, having to adopt, like for example, you can get that the children can be triggered mentally or emotionally, especially when they're in school and their peers maybe are talking about their dad, what their dads did for them during the previous night and stuff, and you see like this child will be emotionally triggered because now he or she is like, my father is not here, my father is outside, and those types of things. Obviously, yeah, I believe we should have talked about.
That's why we are here, so that you see, AI cannot really think in all dimensions at a go. So you are here to remind me of some of the areas maybe we've not covered. Thank you for that.
And it's good.
Now yeah, that's you remember I said that there's some price that as a woman you will have to pay for the decision that you made together with your husband to go outside and try to seek for better opportunities. Yes, so one of them is the one that maybe I ought to have mentioned but I did not mention, is that you will have to play the two roles of ensuring that you educate this, like ensuring that you answer all these questions that the children will be asking about their dad. Why is dad not around? Yes. What if dad could just get job around here like other dads? Yes. Why did he just have to go far from us? Did he hate seeing us? Yes. Yes. So the woman will have to bear the difficult times, having to put these children in line, because in this case the children will depend on you as a mother and also as a dad. But if the dad is there, I think maybe some of the solution we can do, they can have virtual session, because nowadays we have there is a digitized world is digitized, so they can just sometimes have a virtual session. You can just have your computer there and you do what? You join a Zoom meeting, or even you call via WhatsApp, right? Yes, and we just talk. So the dad can just encourage the kids that I will be coming maybe next week, just keep motivating them. And sometimes even send them some gifts. You can just order things online, you send them some gift. When they receive that, of course they will not look at it now negatively. They now see the importance of that getting outside, because now they will be getting better gifts. So maybe if they go, when their peers start complaining about why is your dad not usually coming for you people, they will say our dad usually call us, send us some gift from abroad, something like that. And I think that will be negative. I mean, that one will be positive. So it's something that they can also use to compete with other kids or the peers, and tell them, you see, we are better than you because our dad is outside there. Actually, our dad usually board plane, and sometimes you find that some of these peers who are bringing pressure here, their dads have never even boarded a plane, right? So those are some of the advantages that will come with that. So communication play a better portion in this. So
I think to some extent that would really help, but let's now focus on some other things. Like your spouse leaves you, let me say that maybe the lady is the one who goes, and the man is left with the children. Let's be honest, many men don't know how to cook.
No, we have a maid. Yes, we'll have our house manager around.
Remove him or her in this scenario.
No, why should I remove?
Because let's try to put it
it's a bit difficult. Okay, we put that way. It's a bit difficult because I've seen even some of the men who lost their wives. Now in this case the wife did not go to look for job, but they lost their wives, right? So in this case the man remarries, so that they ensure that you can, as men, handling kids is a bit difficult, actually, I can't lie. So we have to remarry, and if the lady goes for job purposes, then you can have house manager. It's not that much. Maintaining a house manager is not that much. It's not a lot of money.
Speak for yourself.
No, not I'm speaking for. Okay, of course, the lady went for greener pasture, so it means that she can sponsor it if it's a must. Yeah, because what will make you to leave? I've told you that there's advantages of forex.
But not everybody who goes outside there is
going for.
Is of high stature.
No problem. If it doesn't matter.
So what if they're here? They're in the.
Let me. I'm trying to be practical.
Okay.
Let me talk even of the casual workers who are going there as casual workers.
They have left families behind.
Yes.
And they are of poor background.
Even
where will they get the house managers?
That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Even somebody who's just going as a house manager outside there, right? You see the good thing with some of these countries like US, the UK, they usually have what we call, they usually take seriously workers' interest. Like there are some we say that employment laws or human resource laws that really try to protect employees, right? So you see, even these people, they, even if they get as low as how much, let's say for the casual workers, how much can they get per month? Let's use a scenario of a house manager. Do you think how much can they get per month?
Just to guess.
Let me say, can you search house manager? What is the rate of house manager maybe working in the US? Let's get their statistics. Yeah.
Just a moment.
We're waiting.
So it's from there.
So this is UK, yeah?
Yeah.
And in UK they're being paid in euros, eh?
Yeah.
Right?
True.
So in UK they're giving us around base this is annual, eh? Oh, I thought this is monthly. Monthly would be a lot. So now the problem, you don't have even a pen with you. We ought to have done this calculation, break it down. So okay, United States. Okay, so I can see for United States, this is per annum. This is professional average according to salary, salary.com of January 2025. The average annual salary for house managers in the US is approximately $70,538
per year.
Yes, this must be per annum. Yes, it's, of course I've said annual, so that is per year. So just note 70, so that we'll divide that by 12 to get monthly, right? So US we've said 70 averagely.
Okay.
They're saying between 62 and 79. So we'll get the average. So of course that I think that's what brings this 70 averagely. Then when you go to United Kingdom, that is UK,
Yes.
averagely is 32 pounds. 32 pounds. And then when you go to Germany, averagely it is what's the name of currency? Germany currency.
I thought it was pounds.
Pounds is UK. Pounds is UK. Yeah, so you would have helped me with that.
If averagely, if you divide 70 divide by 12, you get roughly 5,000 and some dollars there.
I'm trying to Why is it loading so slowly? Director is gone forever. Yeah, so Germany, the currency for Germany is called euro. Euro. So for Germany, it's around 69.
69,000.
Between 15 to 69.
Okay.
Yes, between 15 to 69. Between 15 to 69 euro. Now, so I want to use that one and do the calculation. I want to tell you that they can manage. It doesn't matter the level or the level of your level there, the level of employee you are going to be there, be it you are casual or what. You will benefit from forex, right? You will benefit from forex, and that one, it means that when you're employing a house manager from this other side, you will, because house manager from this side ranges from 6,000 and above, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So let's see. So let's say for example, we say that for you said can you discuss that as let me look for calculator and do the conversions.
Okay. So for the average salary of house managers in the UK, it's approximately 70,538 $. Then we go to the United Kingdom.
Who's coming to?
And,
I needed this thing. Inaendelea. Kuja tu sahi tunamaliza.
Averagely it's 50.
Yeah, so okay, so we are saying, you are saying something before I can.
Yeah. So
we said 70.
Yeah.
Let's say just use 70 USD. So you divide by 12. That's give us around 5. Around 5k per month. 5k, 5,800 per month roughly. So let's use the same. I want us to use the same and convert. Assume you are, guys, you can convert that using your local exchange rate. So in the context of Kenya, I am assuming somebody is coming from Kenya and you're outside there. You went to US as a house manager. How much would that one translate per month in Kenya shillings? So it is 5,800. 5,800. So in Kenya, that one would be a lot of money. 751,136. Right? So that's a lot of money. Imagine you are just a house manager and you're better than even MCA, member of what county assembly in Kenya, right? And in Nigeria that will translate to 8,738,123 naira.
I think I should go to Nigeria.
And do what?
I mean, when I go there, then I go to Nigeria.
You go spend that money in Nigeria.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think okay. Let me even let me put even Uganda and see how much that one would be. You'd be in Uganda. That one was 5,800. So in Uganda, that one would be 21 million. 21,380,674 UGX, Ugandan shillings.
That's a lot of money.
So that's a lot of money. And this somebody who is just a house manager in United States, right? So you see the importance of forex.
It's
So you tell me this somebody cannot manage to pay a house manager?
He or she can. But
Yes.
you see,
Yes.
the issue is not even about managing to pay.
What's the issue?
And even if they do manage to bring in a house manager to take care of the kids, for example, my issue here is just the children. Especially if they are little, not that they can't walk or anything, they're just little, 6 years, 7 years. It will be hard for them to get used to this. And I believe like
getting used to what they get, the money is being sent, they can either eat well over weekends, or maybe at night they can talk to their dad or mother virtually. What would be wrong with that?
Don't look at this situation just with your natural eyes. Look it in a deeper level.
I'm trying to do that.
Are you?
Yes. Because now assume they're
Children are
you see we have people who even don't have their fathers, or they don't have permanent, the orphans. They still survive. They're still better people. But if they find the real guardians, they still be better people.
Yeah. But those who have their guardians or their parents, and then one of them leaves, it will be hard for them to get accustomed to that.
They will have to accept, because
but it will be a process. That's what I'm talking about.
The process can take how long?
I don't know, but it will be a process.
I think even in 2 months they can adapt to that.
No.
Why?
It's hard.
They know very well. Actually, to me, if I put myself in a situation of such a child, I'll accept it very fast, because when dad is outside there, I can get money, I can buy all things I need.
Why are you putting all this why are you surrounding it around financial?
Because money, you understand?
It's not everything.
It's not everything, yes, but it is smoothing how we live here. Actually,
Money
because this person we talk virtually. I think the only person who suffers here a lot is the lady, or the man. If the lady is the one left here, or I think the people who suffer here is the husband and the wife.
Okay.
Because with them, there are things that they need. They think that they will need that physical presence will make some things to happen, right?
So money can't buy happiness. Money can't buy those feelings.
Yes.
That's my point.
Yes, it cannot buy, but you are there, they talk. That happiness can still come virtually, actually.
It will be hard maintaining that.
Just talking over the internet will be hard.
Issues may arrive when sometimes that communication may be hard. It may be hard getting you know, to talk to each other virtually. And this may also, because you cannot just expect, because you have gone out there now, we'll be talking as if there'll be no problems and stuff.
But usually have break.
Miscommunication will be there, obviously.
How? When?
Maybe, for example, you called while I was working and stuff, you got angry. No, it something that could be simple now erupts.
Now,
You
yes,
know, even when your person is not there, sometimes your feelings just explode.
I understand.
Thank you.
That's why I said that first of all, the most important thing is all of you are supposed to consent to this. And
Yes.
take all the risk that are going to come with this.
But it's not,
Take all the disadvantages that are going to come with this.
and it will not, obviously, when the two people were talking, they agreed and stuff, but it's not gonna be easy. Who said it's gonna be a smooth path?
And that's why I said you pay price. You pay a price for that thing. Just with this example that I'm saying, I've said very well that somebody who is using this, assuming this data is correct, somebody who is in United States and working as a house help and is getting $5,800 per month, this person can build real estates, real estates for commercial in Uganda. And what would that translate to? Legacy. You'll have properties that even you'll pass to those children.
Yeah.
So even if this person suffer just for 5 years or even just 10 years and come back to the country and now settle, enjoy the benefits, don't do the house management for the entire life. Let's just say that they're just doing this mission for a period of time. It can be 10 years or 20 years.
Yeah.
Then they come back, they settle, they use the money that they have generated, right?
Okay.
They do the investment. Of course, after those 20 years, they will again reunite as family and enjoy the benefits now. Okay? So it's just a sacrifice for a certain period. And both of us must understand that for this period, this is the thing that's going to change our family status. This is the thing that is going to make us achieve some investments. So we understand each other. That's why I said, first, the most important thing is all of us must consent to this. It should be our objective, all of us. We are into this, we decided so, right? So anytime that you go through the bad sides, you understand, you remind yourself of what you are eyeing. Yeah, yes. And so long as you also built your other elements of the holistic living, the faith part. Yeah, it will help you pushing through that.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, that's what I can say. So what I can summarize by saying that yes, if you have a better opportunity outside there, you can see on how you can talk to your spouse, ensure that you agree, so that it should not coerce your spouse with that it's your decision and now you've made your decision, and you must involve your partner and it be a family objective or a family goal, and sacrifice for those period of time. And once you come back, when the resources were managed well, you will change your status. So don't leave an opportunity outside. If you get one, just ensure that you do all that we mentioned. So for that, that's all I can say. Maybe you can summarize, then director you can. Yeah.
So what we're just saying, I'll summarize the effects, and one of them obviously will be on the children. You know, the migration will obviously cause some effect on the relationship, on your financial status, on your emotional status, but all in all, you have to strike a balance within all this. And yeah, so how I love you.
So yeah, guys, thank you for having this session. Please watch and remember to subscribe. If it then like, comment, share. Yeah, see us in the next episode. Bye.